In this presentation, you will learn about campus climate and recent educational climate studies done in Ireland and abroad. The University of California describe campus climate as the current attitudes, behaviours and standards of faculty, staff, administrators and students concerning the level of respect for individual needs, abilities and potential. Respect is one of the most critical words in this description. It's not just the experience of individuals and groups in a campus, it's also the quality and extent of the interaction between these various groups and individuals that determine a healthy campus climate. A happy campus is one where people feel welcomed, valued, and can pursue their education and dreams. Smith in 2000 wrote, quite simply, students thrive in healthy environments, free of the negativity of discrimination, where inclusion and respect for diversity is the daily norm. The quality of the campus climate can influence or be influenced by the curriculum. Numerous studies have concluded that how students experience their campus environment influences both learning and developmental outcomes, and that discriminatory environments have a negative effect on students' learning, attendance and retention. Research supports the value of a diverse student body and faculty on enhancing campus climate matters to students, faculty and staff. Over the last 5 to 10 years, many organisations worldwide who are allies for minority groups have undertaken campus climate reports or school reports at their own national levels to gauge the perceptions of the institutional climate, learning outcomes and campus practices as experienced by faculty, staff and peers. I'm just mentioning 4 of them here. GLSEN, GLSEN in the United States, the Gay, Lesbian and Straight Education Network, had been producing school climate surveys for a long time. The survey for the 2021 report is currently available online. Another report I want to direct you to is an Irish survey conducted in 2019 by Belongta, who are a youth services organisation, and the report is the 2019 School Climate Survey, the experiences of lesbian, gay, bisexual and trans young people in Irish schools, and notably Irish secondary schools. And they did this survey in conjunction with Columbia University, and it's the largest research of its type in Ireland, with around 788 Irish LGBTQ students surveyed in schools across the country. The next report I want to direct you to is the RCSI report of 2019. And this was conducted in conjunction with Trinity College, the RCSI, TENI, who work with trans youth in Ireland, and the Irish LGBTQ Federation. And the final report, which has really informed my research in this area, comes from the University of Birmingham. Now, it's their guide on LGBTQ inclusivity in higher education, and it was informed by a survey they carried out on staff and students. And I'm going to describe that in a little bit more detail on the next slide. So on this slide, I'm just going to give you a little bit of methodology behind the University of Birmingham Staff and Student Survey of 2015. And this is a model that maybe we could adapt here at MTU for assessing our own climate. Now, the project, as I say, was inspired by the work of Dr. Nikki Ward and Dr. Nicola Gale, 2 lecturers from the University of Birmingham. And They gathered university-wide data in 2015. They surveyed staff and students separately, and the data consists of around 1,000 responses from across all academic disciplines. Now, they also met with other staff groups such as human resources, library services, academic development and career services. And this was part of their fact-finding mission as well. And after the survey findings were collated, they also met with students and staff to share those findings and to gather examples of good practice from all around the university, which were later shared in their guide. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is an example of a climate study conducted in the UK. And what is of great significance here is that the study led to the development of their best practice guide for LGBTQ inclusivity in higher education curriculum that came out in 2017, and it has been adopted by HEIs worldwide.